All right, so we're going to skip example number, or letter A. It doesn't actually work. So we'll worry about example number, or letter B. Again, we have a coefficient in front of our x squared. And we can't factor it out. Right? We could theoretically factor out a 3 because 6, 21, and 9 are all divisible by 3. But that really doesn't get us much further ahead. So, because we can't factor out that 6, then we have to take a look at that 6 and the last number in our polynomial, plus 9. Right? 6 times 9 is 54. So we need to find two numbers that multiply to 54 and add to -21. So we take a look, we factor out our 54. 1 and 54. And because that last number, that 21, is negative, we know we need to have negative factors. Because the 9 is positive, we know that they have to both be negative, because a negative times a negative is positive. So negative 54, negative 1, negative 54, negative 2, negative 27, negative 3, negative 18. And I'm going to stop there because I know that when we add negative 3 and negative 18, we get negative 21. So those are our numbers that we're going to use. So now we're going to use those two numbers, decompose, to split up, to work with this middle term right here. We're going to split up that negative 21x to a negative 3x and a negative 18x. Now, the order that you write them sort of matters. In this case, not as much, because both of the first number and the last number are divisible by 3. It's not as big of a deal. Hopefully we get an example where order does matter a little bit more. But for this example, we're going to write the negative 3 part first. Then we're going to write the negative 18 part. Right, those combine for the negative 21x that we have right here. Right, we're not losing that negative 21x. It's still there. It's just broken up. It's decomposed into two pieces. And then we have our plus 9 at the end. So again, we're going to split it up into two parts. When we look at the first part, we see we can factor out a 3x. So x's in both, and both coefficients are divisible by 3. Factor out a 3x, we're left with 2x minus 1. Now when we factor the last part, hopefully, we're left with 2x minus 1. So when I look at the negative 18x, and I need to divide by something that gets to positive 2x, that tells me, well, it's going to be negative, because we're going from a negative to a positive. And to go from 18 to 2, we divide by 9. So if we factor out a negative 9, we do get our 2x minus 1. So our two factors are going to be 3x minus 9 and 2x minus 1. Now this is an acceptable final answer. You could take it one step further, right, and Notice that you can factor 3 out of our first set here. So we have 3x minus 3, 2x minus 1. Right, you can stop here, that's fine. Unless the question specifically says fully factor, in which case you need to go all the way